BPD can tear into motivation and functioning to where there is no motivation to function or function to motivate. It can sometimes feel and be an endless cycle, especially if you start feeling stuck. With BPD, there's such a wide variety of symptoms that make up this disorder. From looking at the list of the 9 symptoms, which you need at least 5 of, it's very clear that these symptoms would get in the way of motivation and functioning. So I think first acknowledging that these areas are absolutely affected and trying to be more understanding with ourselves and not so harsh goes hand in hand. And we have to recognize that some things are harder for us. Motivation is kind of a funny thing because it can feel so intense when we're excited about something, but can be quite fleeting when the motivation dissipates or there's no motion furthering the motivation. And that's where discipline comes in instead. Motivation comes and goes, but trying to get a better handle on discipline can make things much better. Because having discipline means that you'll do the XYZ thing, because you've made it up in your mind that this is what you need to do, this is a part of your day, and you will do it regardless. It doesn't have to be these huge grand things, but when you prove to yourself that through discipline you can achieve even small goals, motivation isn't as important because you'll have the discipline. What exactly is discipline? Discipline is having the ability to control the way you work, live, or behave, especially to achieve a goal. How does one get discipline? Well, you have to think deeply about what it is you want, how you can get there, and what is the most actionable step that you can take today, right now. Even if it's research on a topic you're curious about, start. And this is how discipline begins, with one step in that direction and holding it consistently. Because when the motivation for the thing you want to do or need to do goes away, your discipline will kick in like another voice, another oomph pushing you forward, telling you that you can do it, and soon it becomes automatic. You've been doing it, you can do it again, and you will. And you may surprise yourself just how capable you truly are. Functioning is generally impaired to various degrees when you have BPD. So that can depend on how much and to what degree of severity your BPD impacts you. But I think when you work on discipline, which works in tandem with motivation, functioning will be helped too, because motivation and functioning, they work together. They're not so isolated from one another. I think also knowing how much our environment truly impacts our functioning, motivation, discipline, usually means that we have to make decisions that accommodate our mental health. So we won't necessarily take maybe a more traditional path that a lot of others do. We can make our own path and do what works for us. A lot of us with BPD have amazing gifts and talents. It's just sometimes a bit buried, kind of like treasure. And I think it's good to think of it like that. I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate you.